Welcome back, students. In today's video, we are going to learn about the classification of different organisms. So, as you learn more about living things, you will find that scientists sort them into many groups. ठीक है? And this is called classification. जब आप living things को different categories में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, तो उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? उसको हम कहते हैं क्लासिफिकेशन। ऑलराइट, दिस मेक्स द स्टडी ऑफ लिविंग थिंग्स इजियर। ठीक है, ये हमें लिविंग थिंग्स को स्टडी करने में ज़्यादा आसानी करता है। एंड वी कैन ग्रुप लिविंग थिंग्स अकॉर्डिंग टू वेदर दे आर प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स और अकॉर्डिंग टू वेयर दे लिव। ठीक है, आप क्लासिफिकेशन किन चीज़ों की बेसिस पे कर सकते हो कि वेदर दे आर प्लांट और एनिमल। ठीक है, और किस बेसिस पे कर सकते हो कि वेदर दे आर वेयर दे लिव। ठीक है, तो इधर हम लिख देते हैं जी के प्लेस की बेसिस पे आप करते हो। इसके अलावा यू कैन डू द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर शेप्स एंड देयर बिहेवियर। ऑलराइट, or you can do the classification on the type of food they take. Alright, तो ये कुछ क्लासिफिकेशन की बेसिस होती हैं जिसकी वजह से हम जिन करेक्टरिस्टिक्स की वजह से हम लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स को ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड करते हैं। ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल living organisms are actually divided into two major groups. ठीक है, they are actually classified into two major groups. The first one is the plants and the second one is animals. All right, we can classify animals on the basis of where they live as well. ठीक है, there are some animals who live on land, there are some animals who live in water. ठीक है, उनको हम aquatic animals कहते हैं। इसी तरह there are some plants that live on land, that grow on land. All right, and there are some plants that grow inside the water, so we call them aquatic plants. All right, to the next slide and discuss about the similarities and the differences between the plant and animals. All right, so the thing that you see on your screen is actually a Venn diagram. So what is a Venn diagram? Venn diagram is a type of diagram in which we can show both the similarities and the differences in one picture. All right, so in this Venn diagram we draw two circles. All right, and they should be overlapping each other like this. One circle we write the differences, and in the middle one portion we write the similarities. All right, it is a very easy way in order to learn about the differences between both plants and animals or any other categories. All right, so we are gonna learn about plant and animal, and in the middle we are gonna discuss both के दोनों में क्या similarities है. All right, so let's move. So plants have stem, roots, leaves and flower. All right, तो हमारे पास आ जाते हैं जी प्लांट, और उसमें क्या क्या चीज़ें होती हैं? दे हैव स्टेम्स, दे हैव रूट्स, ठीक है, दे हैव लीव्स, दे हैव फ्लावर्स, राइट? ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स आर in animal. We know that they have body parts. Animals में different body parts होते हैं. Alright, moving on to the second point, and that is plants cannot move on their own from one place to another. ठीक है, they cannot, इधर हम लिखेंगे cannot move on their own. ठीक है, but animals they can move on their own. They can move around and they can, search for food or getting a shelter. All sort of things are done by animals, but plants, they just stay at one place and they grow by taking the sunlight and the nourishment from the soil. All right. इसके अलावा if we think of other things is that plants have seeds, ठीक है, that helps them to reproduce or grow again in the ground. इसी तरह they take carbon dioxide and release oxygen, ठीक है. तो हम यहाँ लिखेंगे कि plants क्या करते हैं, they take oxygen and they release. They don't take oxygen, that is what humans do. They take carbon dioxide and they release oxygen. और इस केस में animals में they take oxygen and they release carbon dioxide. Alright. So in this way you can say that they both plants and animals are actually dependent on each other. Alright. So these are some of the differences that we can see in animals and in plants. Let's discuss about the similarities in both. Alright. So they both need food, air and water. क्या common चीज़ है कि they both need food, air and water. ये दोनों कैटेगरीज में ये चीज़ इम्पोर्टेंट है. राइट. इसके अलावा अगर हम देखें तो दे नीड टू रेस्पायर. रेस्पायर मतलब दे नीड टू टेक इन दे नीड टू ब्रीथ. अब डिफरेंस ये है कि प्लांट्स टेक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड whereas animals take the oxygen, but they do both have to do the respiration process. इसके अलावा they both reproduce in their own way. They both excrete and they are multicellular organisms. That means they have more than one cell in them and they actually depend on each other. Alright, so these are some of the similarities that we have found both in plants and in animals. I hope you guys have understood this and I hope you guys will list down these similarities yourself as well. See you guys in the next video.